Arrogant ex. Girlfriend asked for open relationship 4 months after moving into my apartment. I kicked her out or dumped her. I am proof that it doesn't matter what you give to her. It's just simply never enough. I realize this space on YouTube doesn't condone men that are nice to their girlfriend, pay for things, and treat her like a princess or queen. I want to apologize in advance and let everyone know that this story consists of simp behavior. Listeners' discretion is advised. Now am I that way now? F no. I found this space of YouTube after going through this bullcrap. I went through this in June of this year. My ex-girlfriend asked me to open up our relationship. I thought she was doing a prank video for her TikTok page, but no, she was very serious. I work part-time as a janitor. I know it sounds like I'm a loser and a piece of crap, but I earn between 65, 75K a year gaming. I'm not here to promote myself. There's no need, but I'd love to share my story. I work as a janitor for an elementary school. I did it before my gaming channel took off, and I still do it just to keep some normalcy in my life. It's only part-time, and I like the people I work with. I also do handyman stuff around the school as well and cut grass. I work from 6 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, and I stream Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I met my ex-girlfriend at my job the day my channel took off. Actually, I thought it was just my lucky day. Most of the teachers at the school were older women, but my now ex-girlfriend, Olena, was a recent graduate and was teaching third grade. When I first saw my ex, I was immediately head over heels. I wanted her bad. We ended up chatting in the hall and on her lunch break. I'd always stay over until 12 to eat at the school. All faculty ate free. This school district is great. The food is phenomenal. Olena and I would talk often, and eventually we hit it off and started going on dates. My ex-girlfriend never knew anything about my gaming channel. I just started and I didn't want to really tell her about it. I didn't want to lead with how I was becoming popular on social media. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily popular. I'm not that known, but I get enough support and donations to where it pays me pretty well, but never told her about it until later when we were already official. So the fact that she was willing to deal with me, knowing that I was just a janitor part-time, really impressed me, and it made me like her more. We met each other's families. We went on vacations together. It was 1 year of us dating, and in this year, she had no idea that I was going home and working between the hours of 7 and 10 playing video games. It was nice because those hours she was usually getting ready for the next day, grading papers, doing some type of curriculum, or setting up classwork and stuff, but we'd usually talk for a couple hours after she get off work. We'd hang out every weekend, sometimes Saturday and Sunday, staying the night at each other's places. We had a routine going on. It worked out for us. Olena's apartment was raising their rent significantly. She's got a big bump on her rent. It was so ridiculous. She thought it wasn't fair, and she kind of didn't have time to go looking for another place. Finding a good apartment here is a bit difficult, and my complex was actually full. Olena asked me if she could move in with me. She sold me on the we can split the bills, etc. I was down for that, and always having some in-house kitty was amazing. Where I messed up was when I told her about my streaming channel, which she then asked the question, "Wow, how much does Kick pay you? What do you earn a year?" I told her, and she didn't believe me until I showed her my payments. Olena sort of turned into a manager, or at least attempted to, telling me that I was wasting my time at the school and I should stream twice a day and I need to be on TikTok because that's where the money is, yada yada. I was offended. I told my ex that I was comfortable with my life. I enjoyed my streaming schedule and where I streamed, and I love working at the school. She quickly apologized and told me she didn't mean anything by it and she was just trying to help. I forgave her and I told her I understood. My ex's lease was up a month and a half later. We had already moved in some of her stuff. I had a 2-bedroom apartment. a very nice size apartment. I no longer live there now. I moved out the end of July, but she moved in. I had a huge closet, but she seemed to utilize both closets in both bedrooms. I was okay with it, but I was not moving my gaming. She actually tried to get me to move it, wanting to use my spare bedroom for her wardrobe because she wanted to start TikTok because I had inspired her. She told me when she blows up, she was going to quit teaching. She could have done whatever she wanted to do. It was her right to leave her career if she found another, but she moved into my apartment and things quickly changed. She didn't think it was fair that she had to pay half of my rent because I could pay it all myself. I've been paying it. How about she just pays the electric bill and the water bill? That became a problem. It's not fair that she has to pay the electric bill and the water bill. I should be able to pay everything because I make this much money just on my gaming channel, plus the money I make from the school. I would have no issue paying everything. So guess what, guys? She moved in and didn't have to pay a thing. And she promised me once her TikTok exploded, like she knew it would, we can get a house together and we'd split the bills there. I warned you guys. Like I said, she came in and she was trying to be controlling. The relationship wasn't all bad. We still had good times, but she always demanded things like, why don't you set up your gaming station in the living room so I can have this room? So I could do dress up videos and try on new clothes, vlogs, and makeup. I told her to do them in the restroom or do them in the bedroom, but I'm not moving my station. We'd have a little arguments about stuff like that. Basically, to be honest with you, she came off like she was very jealous of me. You only have to work part-time. I shouldn't have to clean my dishes when I get home. You have plenty of time to clean dishes, throw clothes in the washer, yada yada. Before, I did all the cleaning, but I didn't use as much. Now, there was another person living there. I swear, when I bought tissue, it lasted a long time with another person living with me. And also her inviting her niece and nephew over all the time, so she could spend time with them. They were using up a lot of stuff, and I'd have to buy more groceries because we needed to have cereal just in case they'd come over. We needed snacks for them, and of course she had special foods that she liked. And guess who spent the money on groceries? Her extra money went into investing in her TikTok channel, buying lighting. She even paid a company to help her with views on TikTok. I 100% was being used. Guys, remember when I said that we ate free at the school when it came to lunch? Well, my ex-girlfriend, she didn't want to eat the free food anymore. As delicious as the food was, she thought that we should leave and go down the street and have TGI Fridays or some random restaurant. It was so annoying. All she wanted to do was spend money every weekend. Let's go to Marshall's. Let's go down to the outlet and try to find something. I want a bag. Let's do this. Let's do that. Her knowing the type of money that I was making, and compared to a lot of other streamers, I don't make crap, but I made more than she was, and she felt like she needed to spend every bit of it. By the third month of us living together, yes, men listening, it took me 3 months to put my foot down. I warned you all I was a simp, so if you continue to listen, then that's on you. But by the third month, I was tired of everything, and I told her we're not going shopping anymore. I'm not buying lunch anymore. I miss eating at the school. I miss eating with everyone else, and the food was amazing. There's no reason for us to go out and spend money. I'm not buying cereal and other candy bars and snacks for your niece and nephew. They have parents. If their parents want them to eat certain foods, then they need to send them here with those foods. I am not buying them anything. I'm not taking them to amusement parks anymore and get cotton candy and t-shirts and toys. It's all a waste of time, and it's stupid. My ex-girlfriend looked me in my eyes and told me I was selfish. She told me that I thought that I was better than everybody else, and everyone at the school could tell. True story, I can tell you that was a damn lie. I do not act like I'm better than anyone else, and anyone can vouch for me. I don't know if she's told anyone anything behind my back and made up some stuff, but I don't think I'm better than anybody. I've never been. I wasn't raised to be like that. My family don't know about my streaming channel. No one ever said anything. No one in my family even watches stuff like that. I don't think I'm some big celebrity or anything. She's crazy. She really got jealous of me because she couldn't launch her TikTok channel. That's not my problem. She wanted me to promote her TikTok channel on every stream that I did, and I told her it didn't make any sense. Why would I promote your TikTok channel that no one watches? She was really taking my focus off of my own hobbies and things that I enjoy doing. She even got to the point where she would try to interrupt me while I was streaming live. There was a couple times where it was so embarrassing. I'd have to pause and take an intermission just to get her to shut up and leave me alone, do the things on purpose, almost like she was trying to sabotage me. I remember the day because the night before she wouldn't talk to me, I tried to have sex and she wasn't having it. She was upset because I wouldn't end my stream early so we could have dinner together. We ate dinner at 6 p.m. every day. This specific day, she wanted to have a late dinner because she wanted to make a lobster at home and make it fancy, but she wanted it to be late and romantic, later than usual at 9 p.m. She knew I never enjoyed eating past 7 p.m. It's just who I am. It interrupts my sleep if I eat too late. Anyway, I knew what she was trying to do. She was trying to take me off of my purpose. So that night she ignored me. I went to bed, and the next morning she continued to ignore me, acting as if I didn't exist. We always went to work separate. She didn't have to be in as early as I did. I went to work, and when I tried to go see her in her class, she continued to ignore me. After a while of ignoring me, she said, "Can I help you, Mr. Brown?" The students were not in the class at this time. They were all in music class or something. This is when I usually show up to her class every day, and we'd flirt, kiss, talk, and when the kids came back, I'd jet out. I was about to walk away after she asked me if there were something she could help me with, but she stopped me and said, "There's only one way you can make things up. I want to go to the outlet this evening. I'll be finished up here at 5. We can have dinner down there somewhere around 6 and do a little shopping this evening." I told her I can't. If we're going to do any type of shopping, it needs to be on the weekend when I'm not working. She says, "What do you mean working? You get off work at 11:30 a.m. What you do at night is just playtime, and it really is for kids. It's not a real job." I told her that playtime is my main source of income, and I'm not going to go shopping instead of doing my work. She then says, "You call that work? That's not work. You just sit on a video game. That's it. You're probably not even good at it." I told her, I said, "Listen, I understand you're upset, but you knew all about this before you moved in. I feel like you're trying to sabotage it, and you're trying to make me feel bad for what I'm doing. You need to understand that I'm never going to stop doing it." I don't know what to tell you. You can go shopping if you want, but I'm not going. She says, "Fine. I'll go by myself. Give me your card before you forget to give it to me." I told her, "I'm not giving you my card for you to go shopping and buy things that don't matter. What do you need to shop for? You have bags, you have clothes, you have glasses and shades. Why do you need more? What is wrong with you? You're not the person I thought you were when I met you." Olena screamed, "Get out of my classroom now!" I ran out of there. She scared the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard her scream before. Before I go home, I have lunch with the rest of the faculty, and my girlfriend is there, but she's completely ignoring me, trying to talk to everybody else, especially a couple other male janitors. I can tell she was trying to make me jealous. It wasn't working, guys. I was already thinking about us breaking up in my head. She was gonna leave, and I was okay with it. I was sick of her being around me. She was getting very annoying. After lunch, I say goodbye to everyone, and I head home before I left out of the room. Do you guys know that my ex-girlfriend yelled out, "Make sure you do the dishes when you get home and put the laundry in the washer, and don't leave it in the washer. Make sure you throw it in the dryer, please." Some of the other janitors laughed. I look back and I just stare at her. So embarrassing, but I let it go. I didn't yell at her. I didn't go off. I just walked out and I got my truck and I went home. She just became this evil woman, upset at a lot of things, mad that her TikTok was not blowing up and she felt that I wasn't helping her, upset that I wasn't buying her gifts and stupid items that never mattered in the first place, taking her shopping. Oh, and I didn't mention she wanted me to buy her a new car and pay off her student loans. I refused to do either one of those two. I wasn't buying you a car. She had a car that ran just fine, and it was paid off, and I was not paying for any student loan. I get home, and I was not about to clean up the dishes that she left in the sink, nor was I going to wash her clothes. I washed my own clothes, and I dried my own clothes. She got home close to 5:30. I had ordered pizza because I didn't feel like cooking anything, and I knew good and well she wasn't going to come home and cook anything. I'm sitting in the living room eating, and she goes to the kitchen and starts yelling. Dishes in the sink. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? You're so filthy. Why can't you clean up after yourself? I reminded her that those were her dishes, all of them. Not a single dish in there was mine. She, of course, denied everything and claimed that I was just a nasty person. This woman then says to me, ex-girlfriend, I need more than one man. I can't do this one man thing. One man can't fulfill my every need. You're good in some departments, but you don't fulfill all my needs. I think we should consider an open relationship. I need to see what else is out there. I can't just do one man. Guys, she was dead serious when she said this. I told her, so you and I are to stay together while having other boyfriends and girlfriends. She told me, well, you're too busy to have a girlfriend anyway, but good luck on finding someone. But yes, I need more. You're just not enough. I'm sorry I didn't hurt your feelings, did I? Me. No, not at all. My feelings aren't hurt, but I'm going to need you to leave my house. We're done. I'll never do an open relationship, and I don't know who the hell you think you've been talking to. I don't know who you think you are. Ex-girlfriend. I'm that bish. That's who I am. Me. Get the F out of my apartment. Right effing. Now you stupid bish. Ex-girlfriend starts crying and runs outside. I hear her on the porch screaming, Mom, please just come get me. He's crazy and I am scared. Her mother indeed came to get her, and I got a call from her mom several hours later. Ex's mom. Hello, I just want to arrange a time on the weekend to get all of my daughter's things from your apartment. It will just be me and her father. I told her absolutely, and I'll have everything in the living room to make it easy. She thanked me, and the following Saturday, my ex-girl's parents came to get her things. Stupid me didn't even think to block my ex on my phone, Facebook, or anything. It's not that she did anything wrong, it's just the fact that she tried to come crawling back. Text messages. Ex-girlfriend. Hey, can we talk? I need to tell you something. Me. Yeah, what's up? Ex calls and I answer. Hey, what's up? She proceeded to tell me how stupid she was acting and how she took me for granted. She wished that she didn't act that way, and she claimed that she misses me. She then said that there's no reason why we should be ignoring each other at the school. I told her we could keep it cordial, but I'll never take her back. When I ended that call, I blocked her on everything. Yes, I still see her at the school, but there's nothing more than a hi or bye. My buddy now lives in my old apartment, and I rent out a small single-family home. He told me how she showed up one night thinking that I still lived there. He said she was in heavy makeup and had on a freaking robe. Sounds like she was going to try to seduce me or something. My buddy told me that he said I no longer lived there, and she asked if he could give her my address. Of course, my buddy said no, and this woman, my ex-girlfriend, offered my buddy, whom she knows by the way through me. She offered him sex in exchange for my address. So sad. My buddy denied and shut the door on her. What a huge bullet I dodged. I can't believe one late night we actually stayed up on a Friday talking about marriage and kids and our future home. Never again, guys, never again.
Well, sir, you are right. You did dodge a bullet. You definitely dodged a bullet. Look, I love it when you guys admit that, hey, I made mistakes. This was my fault. I'm not here to blame her. I like when you guys do that. You take accountability, unlike some people, you know. Salute to you guys, man. Look, salute to you. Thanks for sending in this story. I'm glad you got rid of her. Because if you imagine if you just catered to her every need, she would have destroyed you and destroyed whatever you had going on, dude. She was just going to hold you back. Her moving in and, oh, you should get rid of your game room. Put it over here. No, it works for me right here. I enjoy it here. You're not going to come in here and change anything. She wanted to pay bills, but then she found out how much money you made. So she wanted to not pay anything. Oh, when I blow up on TikTok, then I'll pay for our house. No, no. Just a bunch of users. A bunch of users. Watch out. You said you still work at that school. They clear of her. You know, if you want to keep it at high and by, keep it at high and by. But don't do any more, man. She's bad news. She's bad news. Guys, if you want to send in a story, send it to truestorynation@gmail.com. Here, I'll put it on the screen. That's truestorynation@gmail.com. I'm going to catch you guys at the next one.